Inbound from left of her own hoop. Still looking, gives it to Powers on the right wing. She drives in, hops, stops, goes up with the right hand, and lays it in. Inbounding from the near side, Bell lobs it to the right block. Pick roll spins, fading away with a jumper, knocks it in. Nice find by Clarissa Bell on the inbounds pass. The ball loose on the deck. Kiana Johnson picks it up, gives it out to Powers. She drives in, goes up with the right hand, and lays it in. Nice job by Kiana Johnson. Powers ties the game, knotted up at 44 points apiece. We've got 10 seconds on the shot clock. Johnson drives in, pulls up in the lane, kicked out Jankowska, steps inside the arc, tries a two. It's good right before the shot clock expires. Williams drives along the left rail, and she's swatted by Clarissa Bell. Jankowska with a loose ball. She hustles up to the rack, feeds to Kiana Johnson, goes up with a reverse layup, and lays it in. They trail by 4. Fitzgerald on the right wing. Guarded by Kiana Johnson, 8 seconds off the screen. Rojas is blocked by Jankowska. Pickrell has the rebound. Johnson to the backcourt. It looks like the Spartans will win. 1 second left. There's the buzzer. The Spartans avoid the upset on the road, winning 74-70.
She's hard, like she plays at 110% the whole game. All right, 5-man, you're just a rebounder, put back person.
People constantly ask me what it is we actually do. Actually, someone asked me yesterday, what do you actually do? And I say, we have to be the other team. Just practice like we're the other team. Get the best out of the girls by pretending to be the team that they're playing each day in practice.
Whatever it takes, whatever we need to do, kind of sacrifice any pride or whatever we need to do. If we need to take ourselves out of a play, if our position requires us to not shoot or whatever, we have to adjust to whatever they need. So basically, it's really just being a team player. It's important.
I think we're blessed at Michigan State to have a group of guys that really loves to do it because they don't get a whole lot for it, but they take their role very seriously, and we've got a good group of 10, 12 guys on any given day that come in here and for a little bit of gear and hopefully a future that they want to see in coaching or something like that. I feel like they add so much value. They run the plays of the other team. They work directly with the assistant coach that's in charge of the scout to make sure that they're running what they're supposed to run and simulating what we're going to see in the next game.
It is challenging at first, I think, to get used to it. I thought I had a pretty good memory at first, and I think it helps, like maybe long-term wise, you don't really have it developed, but when you learn a play and then learn the next one and learn 5 or 6 for a couple days and run them for a couple days, and then that game gets played, you gotta forget all those plays and learn the next set.
Having a scout team is great. They're actually a lot stronger, quicker, so coach says a lot, if you can defend them, you can defend anyone. So it really helps. There's a variety of guys, big, small, fast. So we really get a feel for different types of players. They do a great job for us.
They are a MSU student athlete, and they're treated as such as far as all the eligibility requirements and progression towards graduation and all of that comes into play with these kids.
You gain a lot of friends, really. I mean, think about it, it's like instantly a brand new family you can just walk into and just build those relationships with the girls, like some of my good friends I've met in college basically that I've gone through, and all the guys on the scout team throughout the years. It kind of just builds that family networking and everything, and it's something that makes it worth it, I think, definitely. Just the friendships that you can get out of it. It could be a lot of work sometimes. It's a lot of dedication time-wise, probably is the biggest one. It takes a big chunk of time out of your week, possibly. But in the end, it's really just like what you're leaving behind, what kind of relationships you're going to have after MSU.
Besides love of the game, the ultimate love of the game, a couple of those kids actually want to coach. And so they hang out with us a little bit. They'll come up to the office and say, what are they going to be running? How are we going to guard it? Those kind of things. And I think that it gives them an opportunity to network a little bit, maybe have a little bit of an edge on someone else as far as getting into the coaching profession.
When they win, I feel like, okay, we did a great job in practice that week. We prepared well. But when we lose it, I always feel like, what could I have done more to help them get that win? And it's hard, especially because I can't go out there and play for them. So I'll sit in the stands like, oh man, I wish I could do this and I wish I could do that. But it's hard sometimes.
The girls have the game in their hands once that game started, but during the week, I think practice happens for a reason, all that preparation. We don't do it for nothing. I think us being there is important for them so they can stay healthy. I think we've had injuries in the past few seasons I've been around that if they didn't have us to use and abuse, it might be even more of a problem. I think that we're happy to do that too as well.
I do feel like that's our team, and we have such a close relationship with the girls, brother, sister, that we feel just like family. That's a family.
We are ready to go, and the month of December is about to begin from the Breslin Center as the Michigan State Spartans host the IPFW Mastodons. Now Bell in transition slows down the free throw line over to Pickrell. Her three ball is good. And the Spartans get their first three ball of the ball game, and it comes out of the hands of Annalise Pickrell, giving the Spartans a 3-0 lead. And now Jankowska picks off the pass. She's all alone, racing up to the racket with the right-handed layup. She puts it in, and the Spartans have taken a 17-15 lead. And now a pass knocked away by Powers. Lob up to Powers behind the defense. Goes up with the right hand and finger rolls it in. Ariel Powers up to 20 points. MSU trailing by 7. IPFW with a basketball. They break the full court pressure, and Bell knocks away a pass. She's on the far sideline, driving up to the rack, goes up with the left hand, can't get it to go. Jankowska with the offensive board, and the putback is good. Spartans down by 7. Johnson floats to Pickrell, goes up and banks it in off the glass. Spartans got the quick points like they needed it. Inbound to Kiana Johnson. Across the half-court line, got to get it free quickly. Drives up to the rack with the right hand and lays it in with 4 seconds to go. Spartans down by 3. The inbounds pass and Hyde is fouled with 3.5 left.
So when we scout an opponent, it's obviously a team effort. It starts with our video coordinator, making sure that we have all the game footage that we need, and she spends hours and hours breaking every play that they run and every defense they have, and she starts it. And then as it moves forward, each assistant coach here at Michigan State is responsible for a certain scout. We assign a graduate assistant to that assistant as well, so it's kind of a two-man team that does the preliminary work, and then after the game that we just get played is over, I have the breakdown, the scouting report, and I then spend the next day or two, depending on how long our prep is, working directly with the assistant coach that was responsible for that scout.
First thing I do, I've already come in and I've got all their stats, got any breakdown on their individuals as far as what's given to you in the bios. So we're getting all that, and then we start watching tape. We start watching film. For Florida State, we watched every one of their games that they played. So we watch all those games. We get their offensive tendencies, sets, calls for everything that they run offensively. Then we go through defensively. What are their defensive tendencies? Where are their holes?
Terrible, right? But it's their time. But you see how it kind of just spirals and domino effect if we don't do it one-on-one.
We have the best of everything. The system that we have to break down and edit game film, whether it be of our opponents or ourselves and our players, is exactly what the NBA uses. So it's capable of just about anything that you can imagine, and we use that to our full advantage, and I think it helps our kids prepare when it comes to seeing the videotape, watching their matchups. The other thing we have is every one of our players has an iPad, and it's been given and issued by Michigan State Athletics, which is probably unique to most places. And on that is an app that we can download all the film that they could possibly need or want to make them the best player that they can be.
They'll send player personnel straight to our Dropbox on our computers so we can pull it up and watch every player on the other team, all their sets, everything they do. So when we're on the road, I'd say when we're in the hotel room, a lot of that time is spent watching film, going over the scouting report, really just mentally preparing.
She wants to go left. Here she is in transition. She does that a lot. Not a shooter. She's 10, 12 feet in. She is a dribble driver. Dribble driver, dribble driver.
There's hours and hours and hours and hours of preparation. And not only do we prepare as a team our own self-scout to the opponent scout, but we do position breakdown and we do individual film. So there's a lot of things that we go through on a daily basis that help prepare our kids. And, you know, sometimes they perform well and sometimes they don't, but it's certainly not for lack of preparation or effort. okay? So you won't have to worry about it, okay? We need to help on that so that kid doesn't come across and score laps on us, okay?
He's over there jumping up and down wanting the basketball. And they'll skip it and shoot it.
Do your job. When you're on the ball, keep your guy from getting by you. Do your job. Do your job. Okay? That's the number one thing I want to see tonight, okay? Is that.
Preparation, as far as individual mental preparation, far outweighs anything that you can do with all the film you can watch and all the preparation you can do. The design of the scout or the reason for the scout is to hopefully, competence-wise, put in the kid's head that, okay, this is where we are with this, I'm very comfortable with all this. It brings my trust level up in my coaching staff, my teammates, and myself to a high enough level where, yeah, we can do this, and I can do this.
Today it's the Florida State Seminoles at 6-1, hosting the 25th-ranked Michigan State Spartans, coming in at 5-2. Both of these teams coming off a couple of games against some lower competition tonight. Both Michigan State and Florida State look to bounce back strong in their leg of the Big Ten and ACC Challenge. Jankowska trapped on the far side, skip pass to Powers, all alone, pump fake once, goes up and in off the glass. Nice find by Tori Jankowska. Watching Jones go against Pickrell. Delgado drives in, and she's swatted by Annalise Pickrell. To the right wing, Jankowska drives to the right baseline, skips it up top, Bell, lob underneath Hines, triple team, trying to hold on to her pivot foot, then her pass is picked off. It's saved to Hines. Spartan still with a possession. Pickrell tries a three, and it's good. Topside from Annalise Pickrell. 90 seconds to go in the first half, and Powers has the steal. She's up in front of the defense, goes up with the right hand, and lays it home. Aerial Powers with another steal, up to 11 points now. Up to the top, Delgado, and it's stolen by Agee. She takes it up to the rack, lays it up with the left hand, and it's good. Brandy Agee knocks it down, and the Spartans have a 39-37 lead. From the left wing, overhead pass on the near side, on an offensive foul, the three ball was good. No, it was a defensive foul. The three ball is good for Pickrell. Count the bucket. Agee bounces it to Mills in the right corner. Skip to the top side. Bell tries a three. That's it. Nothing but net from Clarissa Bell. With the bounce on the near side, goes to the right elbow, gives it to Bell, over to Jankowska, the left wing three. It's good. Big three by Jankowska. Ties it up at 46. Up to the top, Jones. Overhead to the near side, Delgado. Couple of dribbles, then she collides with Jones, and it goes out of bounds. A completely unforced error. And that really sums up the evening. Overhead pass into the corner. Pickrell tries another three, buries it from the left corner. Annalise Pickrell with two huge back-to-back threes, and the Spartans back to within one. Now a 5-point game with 5 seconds to play. Bell hustles across the half-court line, tries a deep three. It's up and good as the game clock expires, and the Spartans have lost 60-58 against Florida State in the Big Ten ACC Challenge.
I think the thing that has been interesting is the up and the down, and I think I thought we'd have a little more consistency, but it's been a long time since I've played 3 freshmen, a lot of minutes. So, maybe I overdid that a little bit in my mind. It's been quite a few years. You got to take the good with the bad, and I think they're doing a lot more good than certainly bad. At the same time, I thought our vets would have maybe a little bit more of a presence, and I guess if there was one negative, I'd say that I think that they show signs of it. There's times of it. We just need more of them to do it on a consistent level. It can't just be 1 or 2 or 1. And that's where I just keep working and pushing and challenging them to take over the team and bring the freshmen along. If I would say, there's work to do, I think it's on that side, but it's certainly something they're capable of doing.
They did an excellent job on the glass against a very good rebounding Florida State squad. And so you saw some improvement from the freshmen. The Spartans' defense was better. We'll see if they can carry that over to today. Shuffles to her right near the far right sideline. Overhead pass to Powers at the top of the key. Driving in, goes up, floats it up and in with the right hand. A powerful move from Aerial Powers to finally get the Spartans on the board 3 minutes into the ball game. Pass inside, Tellier with one dribble, floats it up with the right hand from the middle of the lane. No good, missed it right, and the Spartans come the other way, working from right to left. Jankowska bounces it left corner. Miller lets a three go, and it's good. count the bucket, and a foul away from the ball. Virginia Tech leading 22-16, 6.5 to go in the first. Jankowska from the left wing, chest pass to Miller, rotated to the right wing, pick roll, lob underneath Mills, makes the catch, pumps once, lets the traffic clear, and lays it in off the glass. Jankowska, chest pass, pick roll, off a screen, tries a three, it's good. First point for Annalise Pickrell, and it's a 3-ball from the right wing. The right wing, Powers drives in, pulls up, free throw line extended, jumper no good. Mills, offensive board, back up and in. Becca Mills has been great today. She brings the Spartans back to within 1 possession. Chest pass, Pickrell, left wing. Skip pass to the right corner, Bell tries a three, it got tipped. Pickrell comes flying in, grabs the loose ball and banks it in. What a play by Annalise Pickrell. Bell resets the offense for MSU. Into the right corner, Pickrell, catch and shoot three, it's good, tie ball game. Spartans on a 12-0 run. Right wing with 1 minute to go. Chest pass to the left wing, Jankowska. Back to Bell on the right wing, tries a deep three, and it's in. Whoa, how about the range from Clarissa Bell there?